Now, I know there'll be people out there who'll be sitting there going, I can buy them online. Why can I not get my lawyer to do it? Why can I not buy them online? What's wrong with that?
So in terms of whether or not you would just cobble together your own terms of trade through online is, there's this really, really cheesy example, and it talks about a parachute. Would you build your own parachute from instructions you got on the internet and then jump out of a plane and hope it's going to hold?
I know I wouldn't. I've seen my handyman skills, they're not good.
And this is the thing, with terms of trade, if you've got holes in your documentation, if the legislation in your documentation is old or out of date or irrelevant, then that can really have a negative effect on how well you can enforce those terms of trade. So working with a company that specialises in terms of trade as part of best practice credit management and debt prevention is going to make sure that you've got the very best terms of trade in place that are current and they're relevant for you and your business and also for you in your industry.
So from a point of view of keeping things up to date, it seems to me with PPSR, Privacy Act, Craigslist and everything overseas, health and safety, it seems that there is always some change going on and that you could actually have your terms of trade very, very easily out of date if you haven't looked at them even in the last year. Is that a fair comment? Do you have to keep reviewing your terms of trade, or you get one set of terms of trade and you're good for a long time?
Correct. So, your terms of trade may not necessarily be an annual review, but they certainly do need to be kept on top of because things do change periodically. And again, where did your terms of trade come from? Who wrote them? So it's always worthwhile having an expert come in and have a look at your terms of trade just to make sure whether they were written last year or 10 years ago, are they relevant for you and your business and the industry that you're in and the current legislation.
Okay. Because there's nothing sadder than putting the time and effort into making sure they get signed and having someone's lawyer cleverly just drive right through a hole that you have in them. Not only do you have to have them, you have to know how to apply them and you have to know they're up to date. So you've got to make sure, it's almost like a first aid kit. There's no point trying to find old band-aids. You've got to know exactly what you're doing with your terms of trade and you've got to have expertise look at them for you.